Okay. We got the boys some cigarette cards. We got our boarding pass. Okay.
Have you found your pass yet, my dear? I need to get settled and have a bath.
I'm sorry, madam. I cannot let you board without a pass. It simply isn't done.
Well, you know what? I got my boarding pass. You can suck it.
Ah, thank you, madam. All appears to be in order, and good thing, too. It would have been a shame to miss out on such an historic voyage.
Indeed.
Stateroom 4B is just down the starboard hall from the entrance. Stateroom 12B is down the port hall.
Pardon me? Is that correct, Robert? We have separate cabins?
Well, yes, my dear. I thought it would be more comfortable for you.
Of course.
I must admit, this exceeds even my expectations.
It's a bit all right, all right.
Margaret, although I adore your colorful phrases, others might not be so understanding. Try and restrain yourself in mixed company.
Of course, Robert.
I fancy a bit of lunch. Care to dine at the Café Parisien?
I'm not hungry at the moment. I'd just like to spend some time settling in if it's all the same to you.
Not a problem. You know where I'll be if you need me.
Yeah, sinking at the bottom of the ocean. Aren't you pretty?
Seems the little fellow just doesn't want to let go of that perch. Seems the little fellow... It reads, to look deeply into yourself, you must first protect and place the helpless. Whatever that means.
You say you want to settle in, but okay, it seems like we're on separate sides.
Mom, I've just finished up here.
That's fine, Montague. By the way, about my mother.
A most intriguing woman, Mom. She had a good many things to say about her only daughter.
Bear in mind, Montague, that it isn't your place to remember them.
Of course not, Mom. I am a valet. I've not personally had the good fortune to marry above my station, if you will excuse me.
Okay, so we got some tweezers.
My fingers are not quite... Ah, yes. I'd forgotten about this false bottom. I can't for the life of me remember what I stored there. Ah, scissors. Yes, well, I suppose I had some good reason to hide them at the time.
I see nothing else to be clicking on. Not even the luggage.
I need to use that in a I can't do...
You could.
I need to use... Seems that... I'm in no mood for a proper lunch with Robert, but a boiled egg might hit the spot. Too bad reaching into that water would scald my entire arm.
Do it anyway.
The eggs are too far down in the pot. I need to use that...
Utensils. Is there nothing else?
The eggs are too far down in the pot.
Ah, you've arrived. I ordered without you. I didn't think you were coming.
That's quite all right. I'm not feeling well anyway. I've no appetite at all.
Perhaps you just need to get your sea legs. Might take a while. But do try and act yourself by this evening. We'll be dining with the captain.
Of course. Robert, why did we need to travel in separate cabins? We are married, after all.
Margaret, dear, you know I care for you, but travel by ship is cramped enough. I need my own space, as you need yours. And as we've only been married a few weeks, it might seem a little rushed.
We're traveling to the new world, Robert. You'd best stop putting your old world way of thinking behind you.
Give me that drink. What are these people? Can I noise on?
Feeling any better?
I'm surely on the mend, but still a bit wonky.
Well, snap out of it already. We're meant to remember this journey for something other than your delicate nature.
This guy's a jerk.
I need to use that in a different way.
Stab him in the back?
No. 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 I can't do... No. I can't do...
Your scissors are annoying, and I don't know what to do with them.
I can't do...
Is there like nothing else in this room for me to click on? I'm gonna wear out this button faster than I can possibly imagine. Aha.
I need to use that... Odd. It's a bird's nest. Odd. It's a bird's nest. This looks like a nice... That is... I don't think that's it. That... I... Odd. Seems the little fellow just... Odd. It's a bird. This looks like a nice place to perch. This looks like a... This looks like... Odd.
Okay. Nothing here helps. Give me a utensil to have an egg. God damn it.
The eggs are too far down in the pot. In the Orient, bamboo brings you good fortune. I need to use that...
Okay, so we got our eagle now.
Odd. It's a bird's nest, but they're odd. It's a... I've nothing left to accomplish. I've done all I can at the moment. I've nothing left to accomplish.
Okay, now we'll go back to where I can get an egg.
The spoon doesn't...
Am I not shaking it correctly? Jesus.
Feeling any...
I'm surely on the mend.
We'll snap out of it.
I don't... I can't... There's nothing... I've nothing left to... What have we here? A secret passage? I'm an inquisitive kind of girl. Let's see where this leads.
Okay, so I guess the easiest way to play this game is to just ask for hints every time you do something.
No, 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 this won't do at all. You're not meant to be here.
What? Where exactly is here?
Greater minds than ours spent their entire lives asking that question, succeeding only in mucking things up further. What's your name, young lady?
I'm Margaret Ashley, and what I meant was, what is this room? Why is it here? And who are you?
I'm Dean Tavaloris, and you've entered my private sanctum, one that I designed into the plans from this ship's very inception.
You designed this ship?
Well, not exactly. I was employed as an assistant shipwright. I was placed in charge of all the less glamorous aspects of shipbuilding. Plumbing, cargo holds, engines, that kind of thing.
Ah, so you slipped in a little private stateroom for yourself, and now you're a stowaway on your own ship. Is that it?
Clearly you do not grasp the importance of Titanic. All great men shall at some point call her home. Businessmen, world leaders, heroes, artists. Decisions made aboard this ship will determine the course of the world as we know it. What I have built here is a network of halls between halls, that I may bear witness to history in the making. I silvered mirrors on several decks so that I can see out, but nobody can see in.
So, you're bloody loony.
No, absolutely not. Forgive me, madam, but I find that point of view rather naive.
To each his own, I suppose. I'll be leaving now.
Promise to keep my secret.
I don't want any trouble, Mr. Tavaloris. What you do is your own affair. I just need to get back. I'm having dinner with the captain this evening.
Most certainly. Oh, but you cannot leave the way you came in, I'm afraid. One-way door.
I should have guessed as much. So how do I get out of here?
Down the second hallway, there's another mirrored door which opens into the first-class parlor. Just try not to be seen leaving, or we'll both end up in the stockade.
Right. It's too dark down that hall. I think I see some matches under there. That should do it. If I end up needing more than this, that will mean I've really lost my way. That must be the door Mr. Tavaloris was talking about. There are some people standing on the other side, so I can't use it. I could probably make out what they're saying to each other if I tried. Maybe if I put my ear...
But of course, it never came to pass because the... What was that? Did you see that?
See what?
I swear I saw some motion behind that mirror.
I think you need to stop staring at yourself quite so much, my dear man.
That man could see me when I got close to the mirror. I'd best not try that again. I recognize this crate from the dock. It's got a lock on it. But a random... That opened the valve. No. I can't do that. It's a ventilation shaft. That is... I need to use... No. That... I closed the... There's nothing left to do. I can't do... No. I don't... It's a ventilation. It's a ventilation. It looks as if there's a section of pipe missing. I need to use the... I need to use... I've done all I... I closed the vent. I can't if I get too close to the mirror. I can't do that. I can't do. It looks as if there's a sec. It looks as if. I do. I need to use. I closed. It looks as if there's a section of. I need to use. No. I need to use. No. No. That opened the valve. That. I need to use. There's nothing left to do. That closed the valve. That opened. There's nothing.
My dear girl, do be careful.
It looks as if there's a section. I've nothing left. I need to use. I opened the. I closed. I recognize. There's nothing. I recognize this. I've done all I. I can't. That opened the. I opened the vent.
You know, whoever built this is really stupid.
I can't. If I get too close. There's nothing. It's a ventilation. I've nothing left. I've routed the steam into the next room. The steam bog.
It's a priceless mummy of the pharaoh Menkaure Ray. That's why it's secured with a combination lock. I used my birth date as the combination. The month, the day, and finally the year.
That's probably not a smart thing to tell me. I'm psychic, you know. I could easily guess your birthday.
I don't see how that matters. If you're truly psychic, you'd know the combination regardless of whether it was my birthday.
March 21st.
Not even close.
Right. But the month's got an A in it. Or an E.
Actually, no. Forgive me for saying so, but you're not very good at what you do. I will tell you that if you take the number of letters in the month times itself, you'll get the day.
Tut tut. Say no more. I have it sussed. So, what year were you born?
That's an impertinent question to ask a lady. Nevertheless, my lack of confidence in your ability is such that I would gladly part with that information. I was born in 1867.
That looks like one of those newfangled smoke and heat detectors. It sounds an alarm when the temperature gets too high. That closed the valve. That opened... I closed... I've routed the steam... The steam is getting sucked into the... Now that I have a little more information, let's see if I can just...
Stop playing your stupid game.
A sarcophagus. It looks thousands of years old. I think I'll hang on. That set off an alarm. I'd best make my...
Excuse me for interrupting.
Oh, not at all.
It's just that the heat sensor in hold number 4 went off, and the captain thought you should be alerted.
Hold number 4. Menkaure Ray is in hold number 4.
Ha! It is as I predicted.
Pardon me?
I've got to be sure it's okay. Excuse me, both of you.
My, she left in a hurry.
Yes, sir, she did. Well, I'd best be getting back to my duties.
And I shall retire to my room. All this crying has me knackered.
At last. I'd better sneak out while I can.
Alright, we made it through the first hurdle.
Ah, Mrs. Ashley, I've found you. I witnessed an event below deck a short time ago which I thought would be of interest to you.
Pray tell.
Well, I was endeavoring to check in some of Mr. Ashley's valuables with the ship's purser when I chanced to see a middle-aged woman arguing with a steward. She was demanding to be allowed up to the first-class cabins, and the steward in question wasn't having any of it. He said he didn't know how she managed to come across a first-class boarding pass, but he was going to get to the bottom of it. And until such time, she was relegated to steerage.
That's very interesting, Montague, but I have more important things on my mind right now.
I understand, madam. I simply thought you'd be keen to know the lady in question was not a stranger to me.
Was it my mother?
It was.
She must have used your boarding pass.
That was the conclusion I came to as well, madam.
In any case, I need to find her and have a word. You said the steward escorted her back to steerage.
Yes. However, I'd imagine they would be no more inclined to let a young, upper-class woman down into steerage than they would allow your mother up here.
Then I'll simply have to find a way to sneak down.
Might I make a suggestion, madam?
By all means.
Just as your mother's disheveled appearance was enough to prevent her gaining access to first class in spite of her boarding pass, so would your appearance prevent you from gaining access to steerage. If you are insistent upon this course, which I must strongly advise you against, perhaps your passage would be facilitated by, at this one moment at least, being a little bit more like your mother.
Are you sure you don't mean more like myself?
I think you'll find either option will suffice. You may not have been born into high society, but to the casual observer, you avail yourself quite well. You must let your guard down and embrace your past, my dear girl.
Thanks, I think.
Not at all, if you'll excuse me.
Mrs. Ashley, I trust your day is going well.
As well as can be expected, thank you. I couldn't take her only tea cake. I couldn't take...
Oh, hello there.
Forgive me for being impertinent, but are you feeling all right? You seem a bit flustered.
I'm sorry. No need to burden you with my problems. I'm just a bit on edge. I'm the ship's curator, you see. Odette Duchamp.
It's lovely to meet you, Odette. I'm Margaret Ashley.
I know your name, Mrs. Ashley.
I don't recognize that game you're playing. Might I ask what it's called?
I haven't the slightest idea. That fool psychic Yannick said that if I wished to get a proper reading from him, I had to first separate his spirit deck into 2 separate chakric spheres. Spirit deck, indeed.
Did he tell you how?
Oh no, that would be too easy. He gave me this temporal oracle, which I might add looks exactly like a poorly made pocket watch, and said the hands would guide me. The fool.
If you find him so disagreeable, why do you care if he gives you a reading or not?
Oh, my dear, he's unimportant in the grand scheme, simply a blithering conduit for far greater power. But his pronouncements are bond. I wouldn't much like to share dinner with the man, but his words are invaluable.
If you say so.
Would you care to give it a try? I can't make head nor tails of it.
Yes, all right.
For the record, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing.
take a quick look. You did it! Thank you so much. It seems so elementary in hindsight. I'd better go find Yannick, which won't be difficult. He calls himself a medium, but I'd say he's more of a large.
Anytime, Odette. Good luck. I don't know. I don't. There's nothing. Seagulls. They look hungry. It's a tub full of life jackets. Hopefully we won't have any use for them on this trip. It's a tub full... Seagulls. There's nothing. I've done all I can. Odette left a tea. The crumbs from the tea cake may attract those seagulls. There's... I've done all I can. I've done all I can. I've done all I... George, what are you doing up here?
I didn't do nothing, and you can't prove that I did.
I didn't say you did anything, George, but you aren't allowed up here. You should go back below deck before Stewart sees you.
Oh no! Someone took me favorite book. Went right off of it. I ain't going nowhere till I get it back.
This is ridiculous. What was the book called?
It's one of the Charlie series, isn't it?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know Charlie? He's got some great ones. Charlie goes fishing, Charlie goes to the park.
Yes, I think I see what you're getting at. Let me see if I can find you a Charlie book.
I'll keep looking here till you find it.
No. Is this the book, George?
Oi, that's it! I knew they had it!
Well, that's a happy ending then. So are you going to clean? Marvelous. Gets what he wants and off he goes.
fit. Go.
There, snug as a bug. Oops. A library card fell from one of the books. I'll hang on to it for the moment. There's nothing that...
Where to, ma'am?
F deck, please.
Pardon me?
F deck.
I'm sorry, ma'am. F deck is for third-class passengers only.
Young man, I don't have time to argue. I need to get to F deck, and either you are going to take me or I'll lower a rope over the side of this bleeding ship and climb down myself.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but F deck is not the sort of place you want to be mucking about in. If your husband were to find out I allowed you passage unescorted, it'd mean my job.
I don't know. I don't think that... I need to... I don't... There's nothing... There's nothing that... There's nothing that... Could you bring me my coat, please?
Of course, Mrs. Ashley. Wait here. I won't be a moment. Mrs. Ashley, begging your pardon, I can't seem to find your coat.
Oh, not a problem. Montague must have collected it already. Thank you for looking.
My pleasure.
I don't... I've nothing...
Mrs. Ashley,
As well as can be expected. No. No. I can't do that. I've nothing to collect it with. It'll just fly every... I've nothing to collect it with.
Mrs. Ashley.
As well as can... Seagulls. The crumbs from the tea cake may attract those seagulls. There's no point in doing that now. I've nothing left to... There's nothing that... I've done all I can. I need to use... I can't... I've done all I can... No.
Good evening.
F-Deck?
Beg.
I've nothing left. No. No. That. No. I've nothing to collect it with. It'll just fly everywhere. I've nothing to collect. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I can't. I can't. There's nothing. There's nothing left.
There's nothing here for me to use.
No. No. I've nothing to collect it with.
I have a library card I could use to scrape it all up, but... Okay, I think I'm officially stumped. So I will see y'all next time, I guess. So, I tried. I couldn't figure out how much farther I could get into this game. Point and clicks aren't my thing. But at least I could say I gave it a shot. So, Crystal, kids, I'm sorry I might have failed you. I'm not sure how far you've gotten this, but it's about as far as I can get with a blind playthrough. So, maybe next time. And until then, stay safe.